Hi, and welcome to No Opinion News. I'm your host Chris, and today is your Friday, October 16th, Daily News Briefing. Today we're going to cover the second stimulus bill, the presidential race, and also what's happening with the coronavirus. First off, the stimulus bill. I'm not going to lie to you, there really hasn't been any movement in the last couple days. There is nothing going out to anybody yet. Nancy Pelosi and the Democrats are at $2.2 trillion, and President Trump and Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin have moved up to $1.88 trillion. So it looks like they are about $3.2 billion off from each other. Both are standing firm at this point, but also Senator Mitch McConnell had said that anything over $1.8 trillion he's not going to go for. But Donald Trump said he'll get the votes. If it goes up, he said he will get the votes. He said go big or go home. Alright, moving on to news in the presidential race. Last night, President Trump and former Vice President Biden were supposed to have another debate. Due to the coronavirus, the debate commission decided that they wanted to do it virtually. President Trump said he didn't want to do that. He said he did not want to participate in a glorified Zoom meeting. So that didn't happen. What happened instead was both of them held town hall meetings that were nationally televised. The Nielsen ratings from those came in, and Vice President Biden had more viewers than President Trump had. What this means, I don't think it means anything. I think that more people are just tuning in to see where former Vice President Biden stands and to see who they're going to vote for. On the polls still seem to be going in favor of former Vice President Biden. But one thing I've noticed from this year, from the past 4 years ago, is the polls seem to be bouncing around a lot more. For example, one day, let's just say Michigan will have former VP Biden up by 10, and then the next day's poll will have them tied. So I'm not sure how accurate the polling is this year. We may be seeing something similar to what we saw 4 years ago with Trump and Clinton. We'll find out here in about 17 days. And as far as the coronavirus goes, I noticed that most news channels just follow the cases. And yes, that's important. The cases are important because that way we can see where it's spreading and how bad it's spreading. But they're not focusing on the death rate. And I think that's important too, because if the cases are shooting up to twice as many cases you've had in the past, but the death rate isn't following suit, then that's important to know, because it lets us know if we're doing better medically. Less people in the hospitals means we can get better care. So I will also focus on the death rate. So with that said, currently the daily new case count average in the U.S. is 54,413 per day. This is up from last week by about 7,300. The daily death rate average in the U.S. is 711 cases per day. This actually remains about level from last week, so no change. And as we go on every day and say these numbers, we're going to know if we're going up or down or if we're staying level, which is going to be good information. Worldwide, the coronavirus daily average is 341,234 cases per day. This is up by about 30,000 cases per day from last week. The death rate average worldwide is 5,143 deaths per day, and this is actually down by about 100 deaths from last week per day. I just want to point out that Europe seems to be having a major uptick right now in both cases and deaths. We're going to watch that closely, see where that goes. This is definitely a second wave hitting there. Don't know if it's from the weather or if from just lack of following the rules, wearing masks and stuff like that. But we'll keep an eye on it. We'll let you know what's going on there. Lastly, as a new channel, I would greatly appreciate your support by liking, subscribing, and sharing this video. I will also have the ability to live stream, so if we've got some breaking news coming, I will live stream. So make sure when you subscribe you hit that bell notification so that you know when I go live. And I definitely will be going live during the election, so be sure to watch that. And with that said, I'm Chris from No Opinion News Network, and this was your daily news briefing. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you next time.